Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another BladeZ episode. In today's video I'll be going over this forgotten project of mine. I got this a number of years ago and right now I don't have any idea what's wrong with it. I need to go over it again. I tried getting it running about a year ago and to no avail, and I kind of gave up on it and put it in the shed. But let's get right on into it. So here it is. It says BladeZ Mobile. That's all I know about it, and it's kind of in rough condition. I got it probably around, I would say like 6 years ago now. It's been around for a while, and when I got it, it was missing a throttle. The throttle cable, was broken on it. And then shortly after that, the back tire went flat, so it needs new tires. I think some nice off-road tires, if I can get some this size, would be pretty nice for it. And of course, it's missing an air filter and air filter housing, so I gotta get all of that together, find out if I can still buy a replacement part or not. But yeah, let's get on into it. So in today's video, I just want to see if I can get it running, because of course I don't have money for all the other stuff it needs. I could probably find the throttle cable pretty easy for it. That shouldn't be too hard. Good old throttle cable with, I think when I first got this, of course I was, I think like 12 or 13, and I put fishing line, and I would stand on here and just pull the fishing line to make it drive. Because I think there's something wrong with the clutch on it, stuff like that. I don't remember. That was, like I said, about 6 years ago. It was 5 years ago, because I'm 18 right now, so almost 19. So yeah, almost 6 years ago is when I got this thing, and it's in pretty rough condition. And I think the way I went about trying to fix this back tire is just filled it with like bags or something, like grocery bags, just give it some rigidity or whatnot, so I could actually drive. Yeah, it's a pretty simple machine here. It has this little, I think 24cc, yeah, little 24cc engine on it. You will pause the video and look at that. It feels like it has good compression for not having the air filter on it. It is 2-stroke, stuff like that. The choke there. Yeah, see if I can find a air cleaner for it, because it's been running without one for years now. It does have fuel in it. If I need more, I do have a 2-stroke mix. Up here, you got the kill switch, brake. Same setup as just a normal bike would have. Throttle, which of course isn't hooked up to anything. That's a nice machine down piece. The deck, which is made out of wood, which, as you can see, isn't in the best condition. This would be a nice machine for me to restore, I guess. Nice paint job, new deck on it, tires. I think it would look really nice if it was all put back together. The front tire does hold some air, and you see that stuff's just disintegrating. I always thought this was cool. Pull this up, handlebars drop down, you can store it nice and easy. Yeah, super basic machine. There's not a lot of leg room. Of course, I'm a little big for it now. I used to actually stand straight up and down like this, really easy. This is kind of difficult now. I kind of have to, one foot on the back, one foot on the front. And yeah, I have no idea anything back here. Like, what the hell is that? Oh, maybe that's for like holding down the handlebars. That's definitely something like that. Yeah, it's definitely like to hold down the handlebars or something in transport. Oh yeah. This is all kinds of destroyed. Someone went through, it might have even been me, and duct taped the hell out of it. So of course, that needs fixed. Brakes work on it nicely. It might only be one brake. No, there's a drum brake on the back. That's kind of annoying. Tiny little chain, belt driven, centrifugal clutch up here. I don't even know how you get in here to like actually change the tire. It looks like you actually have to take a bunch of stuff off. Tiny little tiles, but yeah, that tile's been flat for a number of years. Look at this stuff real fast. Pause the video if you want to read any of that. But yeah, let me set up the camera and see what she'll do. Let's see if she'll make any noise. So, on most vehicles, not vehicles, but most anything I have, I normally just hit it with some ether or some liquid cocaine, and works pretty good. I don't really recommend it. It's never a good idea to hit stuff with ether or starting fluid or, of course, liquid cocaine, because it's really hard on the engines. This is 2-stroke though. You should never use it because there's no oil in it. Make sure you have your nice blue Powerade mix. Poke a hole in the top of a water bottle. This will work just fine. Or get like a old ketchup container or something like that and use that. But yeah, let's see if she'll make any sort of noise. Like I said, I haven't messed with this for like a good year now. Make sure I get that all over the place. Okay, let's give it some throttle. There we go. Now we're doing that, and this means on any sort of machine, if you just put some gas, either whatever, in the intake, and it makes some type of noise like that, try starting, pops off, you most likely have spark. Well, of course, if it just started like it just did, you have spark. If it doesn't do that, you have a magneto problem, ignition coil problem. If it's an older vehicle with points, something with that. I'll get more into that in other videos. Yeah, so let's see if it'll start drying any fuel up. I just gotta get it going first. That's a lot of fuel. Close that off, open it up. It did not start drawing fuel. I do have a primer ball on here. See, has fuel in it. Is this pumping the fuel through? this to try not to see any air bubbles in it. Okay, I did want to go right there, so pump it a little bit more. Let me just open up that throttle a little bit. See what I can do with that. Piece of sharp tong. Open up the throttle. Let me just, there we go. Does not seem like it's pulling fuel. Raw piece of wood up and underneath. Just so if it starts spinning, doesn't mess anything up. Go through the shed wall or something. It is not wanting to draw fuel. But I can like physically see it drawing the fuel up through the fuel lines. It's just not wanting to do anything with that. Probably just needs carb cleaned on your carburetor. Ow! Yeah, probably need to put a carburetor on it. This should be a pretty short video. I just want to see if I can get it to actually idle. Really trying to. Never mind. Let me pull the carburetor off. Okay. There's two Phillips right here on the front. Let me grab my container. My little tray here. So I don't lose anything. Actually, this back. Sit down next to it. There are two water sources. A water source and a lock water source on there, so don't lose those. I don't think I've ever taken this carburetor off, so I don't know what I'm gonna find in here. With it being two-stroke, I guarantee all the diaphragms are nasty up in there. That's the, oh sorry, that's the one side of the air box with the choke. Turn this off, pop the gasket off, just like that. There's the carburetor. I want to pop the fuel lines. Okay, green fuel line on the back. Yeah, orange, yellow one on the front. I'm telling that to myself in the future so I don't forget what way this goes. That off. Be very careful when removing these lines. You don't want to break them. Because replacing fuel lines on a 2-stroke is a nightmare. There's a tiny little carburetor right there. And you can see if I squeeze the fuel bowl, you can see it spraying out of the back line. That means the bowl's working. So let me get this over to my workbench and take it apart. Yes, this is not my normal workbench, but my nice workbench is my bent workbench, I should say, is all kinds of destroyed. Now, quick tip for when you're taking apart a 2-stroke carburetor. Be very careful when removing anything. There's diaphragms in here that can easily break, stuff like that. Yes, it'll be cheaper just to buy a new carburetor. Well, less time efficient to buy a new carburetor. I don't want to have to dump a bunch of money into this thing, so I'm just going straight for seeing if I can fix the carburetor that I have right now. See in here, and so not the diaphragm. This is the diaphragm. Okay, this should be malleable, and this one's kind of oddly really stiff. Pretty sure this is the pumping diaphragm on here. I'm gonna pull that off without harming it. Do that, I'm going to use the back side of a razor blade. I don't know if this is the right way of doing it, but that's how I'm not going to be able to do that. I do not want to screw up this diaphragm. That is stuck on there. I'm just going to slowly peel up on it, which I have already torn it, so this diaphragm's garbage now. I mean, it feels terrible anyways. Yeah, this diaphragm is bad. It is so stiff, and it should be nice and flexible, which it kind of is, but it is terrible. See in here, we got all this junk. It's honestly a lot of junk. Alright, looks like to be another gasket up in here. I'm gonna grab some carb spray, carbon soap cleaner. Just gonna hit it with some of that. And take a flathead screwdriver. Look at all of that. That is terrible. That's all terrible. So what this diaphragm does is, as you can see right there is a little divot sticking out on the middle. That divot pushes against, let it focus, pushes against this little piece here. So the back of it, yeah. So here's the primer bar. this sits, of course, up here. When you push the primer ball, it pushes this. I keep moving my hands in the wrong spot. I'm looking through my camera screen. It pushes that diaphragm up and turns pumping that, and that helps it pump. And then, of course, when it's running, it does that automatically. Okay, this carburetor's junk. No wonder why it wouldn't run. This thing is junk. It's kind of funny because there's a little screen right here which says mint. Like nothing in there. Everything else, all the foulness is up in spots that shouldn't be. Here's the second diaphragm. I can't exactly remember what this one's called, because I'm pretty sure this is a pumping diaphragm. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to learn something new if I'm wrong. Yeah, let's see if I can get this diaphragm off. I don't care if I break it now. I really don't want to break it, but if I break it, I break it. It's so hard and filled with foulness as well. Yeah, no wonder why this wasn't working. This is so stiff. This would be nice and malleable. If I had a good gasket sitting around, I would show you what it's supposed to be, but I don't have any good gaskets sitting around. Cut that O-ring off. Even this O-ring feels terrible. Let's get the top of this carburetor torn apart. I don't know why I'm going this deep. It needs a whole new carburetor, because I'm not just going to find the diaphragms for it. So heck, this project might even get delayed for even longer. I was hoping I was going to be able to take this apart, clean out some of the foulness, hopefully the diaphragms being good, but no, they are not. This is a short carburetor. I could probably order just the diaphragms for it, but I got something in my eye. It might just be better just to see if I can find a whole new carburetor. So there is the throttle blade, which opens and closes. If you watch it, I'm sorry, I keep going the wrong direction. You watch it, it actually moves up and down as it spins. That opens and closes the jet area in here, letting more or less fuel in. That was kind of cool. Here's just the basic body of the carburetor. Thing is trust. Well, that's not good. I was really hoping I was gonna take this apart, clean it out, and it'd be good to go. But I mean, these diaphragms are short. I need a new carburetor. But I might be able to go through. I didn't tell them like I thought I did. So let me clean this carburetor and throw it back together, even though the diaphragms are short. Throw it back together and see what happens. Okay, here we are. Carburetors are back together. I don't expect it to work much better. I cleaned out what I could. Well, not what I could, what I easily could clean out. I really didn't try that hard, first of all, because I'm almost out of brake clean. Oh, I should say pouch cleaner. Carbon choke cleaner. But yeah, let me throw that back on and see how it works. So I'm gonna put the light on. Let me just came up real fast so I can see what you guys can see. It's dark in here. Okay, carburetor's back on it. See what kind of noise he can make. If any. Climb it up a little bit. That's not the direction I wanted that to go. Might have flooded it just a tiny bit. Nope. Yeah, I think it might need a cold. See if I can flood it out. Uh-oh. It is flooded now. I'm pumping the fuel manually with the primal ball. Which I don't think's doing much of anything, do you think? Is it out of gas? I know I had a little bit in it, but might not be picking any up. That is way too much gas, but it's fine. That seal for the pump diaphragm isn't sealing anymore. So it's not able to pump anything. Damn. Yeah, I ain't getting this thing going today. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know I didn't do much and kind of a boring video. Hey, it might not even get uploaded. If you're seeing it, of course it did get uploaded, but I don't know. I was really hoping something was going to come out of it, like at least getting it running again. I mean, yeah, I would have been able to drive it on anything, no throttle, no wheel tire, none of that. But at least having it running, I could fix it. But now knowing it needs a carburetor that I might not be able to buy anymore. Hello, it's me from editing. So, doing some research, I actually did find the carburetor for it. And it's not too expensive, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about the air box yet, because I don't have one. I can get an air filter for it easy, but not an air box. I need to find out how long the throttle cable is, because there's so many different options I have here, because I don't remember what it originally looked like. I'm guessing one of these will work just fine. So yeah, so be looking forward for more videos about this thing. And yeah, let's get right back into that video. Yeah, needs carburetor. It runs really good. Like, the engine sounds great. It has amazing compression to it and everything. It's just, yeah, no fuel, it won't run. Needs tires, needs some other stuff done to it. So it's just not a huge priority at the moment. So I'm not planning on doing anything else with this for a while. It's just gonna be sitting in the background. Oh, hanging on my ceiling. That might look cool in the background of videos. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. God damn it. Oh, I'm getting old for that.